You've probably already noticed how natural it feels to want to make a difference in people's lives, haven't you? And as you think about that, you might begin to imagine what it would feel like to truly embody the kind of hypnotist, healer, and influencer who exudes confidence and competence. Not as something you're trying to be, but as something that you already are. Because the truth is, you've always had this potential within you. It's like a seed that knows exactly how to grow into the tallest, strongest tree when it's nourished just right. And even now, you might find yourself beginning to wonder, what would it be like to fully trust in your ability to guide, to heal, to inspire, without ever worrying about appearing manipulative or strange? You see, the most effective healers and influencers, they don't force people to change. They invite them to discover something deeper within themselves. And as you learn to master this skill, it becomes easy, even effortless, to help others while staying true to your authentic self. So imagine this. Every word you speak carries the kind of resonance that makes people lean in. Not because you're trying to control them, but because your energy, your presence, is so aligned, so congruent, that they can't help but feel safe, understood, and inspired in your presence. And isn't it fascinating how, as you step into this role, you naturally begin to realize that influence is never about manipulation. It's about connection. It's about understanding the deeper patterns that shape human behavior, the stories that people tell themselves, and how gently, skillfully, you can help them to rewrite those stories in a way that empowers them to become the best versions of themselves. And you already know this, don't you? The best hypnotists and healers, they're like guides who shine a light on the path that was already there, hidden beneath the surface. They don't impose, they reveal. They don't take control. They hand it back to the person who's been searching for it all along. And maybe you've started to realize that being a master of influence and healing is really about mastering your own beliefs first. Because when you believe deeply and unshakably that you have what it takes, when you trust that your intentions are pure, your skills are solid, and your presence is magnetic, other people can't help but believe it too. So right now, I want you to imagine what it would feel like if you were already the person that you aspire to be. Imagine stepping into that version of yourself who's calm, centered, and grounded. The version of yourself who knows exactly what to say and how to say it, in a way that lands powerfully, effortlessly, and with impact. And as you imagine that, you might begin to notice how your body responds, perhaps a feeling of warmth or strength spreading through your chest, a quiet sense of certainty taking root in your mind, or maybe even a deep, unshakable calm settling into your core. This is who you are when you let go of doubt. This is who you are when you stop worrying about how you'll be perceived and start focusing on the value that you bring to every conversation, every interaction, every moment. And you know what's interesting? The more you focus on helping, healing, and empowering others, the less you need to think about yourself. And paradoxically, that's exactly when your confidence shines the brightest. When it's no longer about you, but about the difference that you're making in the world. Because when you're aligned with your purpose, people feel it. They feel your authenticity, your clarity, your intention. And that's why they trust you. Not because of any trick or technique, but because you've become the kind of person who naturally inspires trust. And as you continue to step into this role, you'll start to notice patterns in how people think, feel, and behave. You'll see the stories they tell themselves, the beliefs that hold them back, and the subtle shifts that can set them free. And because you understand these patterns, you'll know exactly how to help them, almost as if by instinct. You'll use your language, your presence, your awareness to create openings, spaces where transformation can happen. And it'll feel so natural, so seamless. that even you might be amazed at how effective you've become. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Every conversation is an opportunity to refine your skills, to learn, to grow. And with each success, your confidence will only deepen. So as we move forward, I invite you to carry this thought with you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You already have everything you need to be an extraordinary hypnotist, healer, and influencer. All you have to do is trust yourself, lean in to your purpose, and let your natural abilities shine through. Because the world needs people like you, people who care, people who want to make a difference, people who are willing to step up and lead with compassion and integrity. And as you embrace this role, you'll find everything else, confidence, competence, and the ability to help and heal, they'll all naturally fall into place. And as you let these words sink in, you might start to notice how much easier it's becoming to trust this process, to trust yourself, and to trust the impact that you're destined to make. Because deep down, you've always known this is who you're meant to be. You've probably